Parshas Hazinu, something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Yitzchok Zatzal. In the end of this week's Parsha, it speaks about the passing, the stalkus of Moshe Rabbeinu. They told him he should go up in Har Navoi, etc. Our Rebbe explains so beautiful. Well, he once explained his father's Ha'ora and Zoyar in this week's Parsha. In Parshas Hazinu, in Zoyar, it's a very, very lengthy pages and pages of how Rab Shimon ben Yochai passed away. And the day he passed away, Lag Ba'omer, in the city of Miron, which we'll soon explain, the connection of Miron, spelled Mem Yud Reish Vav Nun, and he revealed many, many secrets of Torah. One of the things he speaks over there, he says that every person, there's a mitzvah that he should have a family. Every man should find a wife. Every wife should find a man, should have children. To multiply and be fruitful, a boy and a girl. And he says that that corresponds to the 4 letters of Hashem's name. The father and the mother are compared to Yud Kei, and the son is the letter Vov, and the girl, the daughter, is the letter Hey. Together, when they have a family, they have the complete name of Hashem, as we'll soon explain. And then he goes on to explain what it says in the end of Parshas Vayishlach. And our Rebbe explains that why does the Zohar bring down what happened to the Rashbi on the day of his passing exactly in the Parsha of Azinu? Because the Rashbi is compared to Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu gave us the Torah, the Rashbi gave us Pnimis HaTorah. And that's the connection with this week's Parsha, the passing of Moshe and the passing of Rashbi. But one of the interesting things that he speaks over there, something that we brought up many times, and this is the source actually from the Zohar for this week's Parsha, that if you look good in the end of Parshas Vayishlach Perek Lamed Vov, it describes there the descendants of Esav. And then it says there were 7 kings, and then it says our 8th king. Now, Shimon ben Yochai says there's a difference between, if you look good, between the 7 kings and the 8th. By the 7, number 1, by all of them it says Vayomois, they died. But by the 8th king, which is called Hadar, and his wife Mehitavel, it doesn't say the word Vayomois, he died. Another essential point in connection to what we said earlier. By all the other ones, the first 7, it doesn't say their wives' names. It just says the names of the kings. Bela, Hushim, etc. Husham. However, the 8th king, Hadar and Mehitavel, it says who his wife is, Veshem Ishte Mehitavel. Even though he was a goy, this king Hadar, but Hadar means beautiful. And Mehitavel comes the word from Tefillah, which we have the mitzvah by Jewish people. And that's a hint that says that from him started, even by the Goyim, the Olam HaTikun, the world of correction. Hashem wanted that every Jewish family, every person that we had before, should get married and build a family. The family unit of the Jewish people symbolizes the marriage between Hashem and the Yidden. And ultimately, when you have that bond of Hashem and the Yidden, the world gets elevated. And this is what Hashem wanted. It should be a marriage. A marriage, you bring children, you bring offspring in the world. That's our good deeds, that we elevate the world. Just like you have in a physical marriage, also you have in our personal life, our connection to Hashem. We receive from Hashem, and together we elevate the world. And that's really what Rosh Hashanah and Kippur is all about, that Hashem should bless us with a good year. We should elevate the world and make a dira b'tachtonim. So Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai analyzes this whole subject. It's a very, very deep subject. In Chassidus, there's tens of Maimorim that analyze these 2 kings, Hadar and Mehitavel, so many hints about this. And this is the Tachlis HaKavona, that the world shouldn't be Olam HaToyu, which symbolizes in the first 7 kings, but we should have Olam HaTikun. And one of the main points of Olam HaTikun is that we should be very practical and build a family. And that mirrors, like I said before, with the relationship of Hashem and the Yidden, the Ish and the Isha, the Jewish people and Hashem. With this comes Rabbi Yitzchok says such a very beautiful thing. Everything is exact. He speaks in this week's Parsha, Hazino, about his last day of his life when he passed away. And where did he pass away? In Miron. And what did he talk about? The 8th king of the Olam HaTikun, Hadar and Mehei Tavel. Said Rabbi Yitzchok, a beautiful remez, a beautiful hint. The word Miron is spelled Mem Yud Reish Vov Nun. If you added up the letters, it's 306. And that's exactly the same gematria as Hadar and Mehei Tavel. Hadar is 209, Hey Dalad Reish. Mehei Tavel, Mem Hey Yud. Tes Beis Aleph Lamed is 97. 209 and 97 is exactly also 306. So Hadar Mehei Tavel is the same gematria as Miron. To tell you, Rabbi wants to tell us the whole reason why, one of the reasons and the hint why it's called Miron, every name in Torah is exact. Mem Yud Reish Vav Nun. Why I'm buried there, and why I'm talking about this on the day that I passed away, which is in the Parshas of Azinu, the day that the Moshe Rabbeinu passed away, because the tachlis of the whole Torah is that we should make the world tikkun. Hadar Amei Tavel. And that's Hadar, come from beauty. Hodor. And when a Jew does his job, that's what ultimately this will bring to the world, to the Olam HaTikun, when Mashiach will come, and that will be the true beauty, the Hodor of the world. May it happen speedily nowadays.